Okay. Hello, hello. Now can you see me? Hey, everybody. Hopefully you can see me, everybody. This is Ryan. I just got to the Thornton Township meeting. I'm running a little late, but I'm going to go set things up. So hopefully you all can view it. Yeah, Crook, do you see me? Can you see me? Let me know if it's working. Let me know if it's working. Can you see me on the live? Can you see me on the live, Crook? Can you see me? Hello, hello. Can you hear me and see me? What's up? Oh, can you see me? Can you hear me? Hey, everybody. Okay, so I am at inside. I was running a little late, but I will be covering things here for you momentarily. Let me see here. Okay, there we go. Now you all can see. Hey, 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 everybody. Yeah, someone sent me a comment just to let me know if you can see and hear. Okay. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hands up. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so maybe they haven't started yet. Oh, okay, they flipped it around. Layout is this. Layout is here. Hey, everybody. Okay. All right, guys, let me get set here. But yeah, they changed the layout here. Let me see. So it's now instead of usually the front was over here, now the front is over here. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Hey, good. How are you? Can you just sit here? Is it open?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jennifer from Thornton Township.
Hi, how are you? Remind me. Oh, yes. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Yeah, yeah. Yes. It's crazy. Yeah. It is. It is. It's so crazy. Yeah.
Yes.
So you should get. I said you should get the award for all the meetings you're going to. Because you're making so many moves.
Yes.
I wish there was like maybe half the size of back then. Just because there's 50 years, people shouldn't be showing up now.
Over there.
Which meeting? Oh, right. That's not how more people like. This should be a lot more accessible. So. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly.
You got people telling lies all the time. People that incite anger.
Right. Exactly.
Not telling the truth about now. It makes me want to beat them up.
Mm-hmm. Right. And you guys see in here, okay? Just let me know. That's perfect. Oh, good. You signed up to say something? Thanks, guys. Oh, right. Exactly. That's why I was trying to tell people to come on June 2nd. So, tell people. Yeah, the 2nd is our next meeting. Yeah, Monday, June 2nd, 6 p.m. Coming up. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. It's coming up, my friend. Okay, so obviously they're starting late, right?
Yeah, when you came in, was anyone in Napoleon's parking place?
No.
It was empty when I got here.
Wonder
You
if
got
he's,
here later.
yeah, I wonder if he's not showing.
There's a Subaru in the chief of staff's place.
I just, I
At
did.
least it wasn't tricked out police style.
Oh my God. People get used to seeing him on Zoom. Who are you talking about? A plus. Oh, thank you so much. I'll show you guys who's here too. Yeah. I said I wish more people were here because of the size of the crowd when Tiffany was in. Well, I wonder if we'll see Mr. Harris here this evening.
I like the turnout.
You like? Oh,
I like the turnout.
I thought that there should be more people though. I feel like this is like only like half of what Tiffany would pull, you know? I'm like, guys, we need people to stay involved, you know? Hi, C. Oh no, too small. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't. Oh. Well, luckily for me, because I was for work, lucky for me, they have not yet. So I'm still practicing all this stuff. I'm not an expert YouTuber by any means, but yeah, I was hoping this would be like packed, but oh well.
They should move the chairs closer to the
Yeah,
trustees.
they feel so. Yeah, they feel so
Janelle
far
Taylor
away.
complained about that a couple meetings ago. That was the only public comment at that meeting.
Plus, why did they change the layout? I don't understand that.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, the lens? The lens is dirty? Okay, hold on. One second. Okay, what did he say? Hold on. So they have you right. We just Paul was saying that. I'm seeing next to Paul. Say hi, Paul. Hi, Paul. Far away. The lens. Hey. Oh, okay. He is here. Sorry, guys. Wait, hold on.
The attorney came in.
Oh, really?
I assume that's the white guy.
That's my assumption as well. Okay, is that better? It's the Wi-Fi. Sorry, guys. I think the lens. This is where this is what I get. This is my T-Mobile Wi-Fi. I better get comfortable here. Now, how are they taking sign up for public comment? Do you know?
You should sign up.
I know. I'm like, I wonder if I should say. I don't know what to say, but the main thing is, honestly, the main thing is I wanted to ask about. I wanted to
Jennifer
ask
was
about.
here. She'd asked about mental health counseling.
Oh, that too. Well, I don't know why they're voting to rescind the thing that basically says don't use your personal.
Exactly. That's upsetting.
Trustee Gonzalez. Present. Trustee Stanley. Trustee Watt. Present. Supervisor Harris.
Dear God of heaven, we are holding now. To the city master again, thank you. Thank you again for the meetings of mine. Thank you for giving all this represent this township future. And we ask, dear God, as if you go home, that there is no answer. Oh God, no question that cannot be answered. That you give these leaders wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of how to run this great township to take it to heights unseen. In Jesus' name we pray, thank God. Amen.
Amen.
At this time, we want to open up. At this time, we're going to open up for public comments.
Public comments, you have 3 minutes. Paul Roberts.
Good evening, neighbors.
Mm.
I wish to use my time before you to speak to those who may not have been participants in township board meetings for the last year or so. After decades of perfunctory meetings with rubber stamp supervisor group, there were times when that administration excluded the public from board meetings or assaulted or took to court those who spoke publicly against the previous administration. After the feds delivered subpoenas, 2 trustees decided to represent the residents instead of the supervisor, and board meetings became contentious and viewed worldwide. When township board meetings became too dangerous for some of the trustees or the township attorney to attend in person, we residents noticed that local, county, and state law enforcement still ignored our pleas for help. Many of us wondered then if higher level county or state politicians condoned corruption in Thornton Township government when they told us to wait for the feds or to wait for the election. Well, for the first time in 30 years, most officers in the 2025 election did not oppose. Some of us hoped that Thornton Township might become a democracy instead of a dictatorship. Unfortunately, 85% of registered voters did not vote for anyone. The question is, how can the board best learn the needs of the residents they are supposed to serve, knowing that their overwhelming choice of the township supervisor was none of the above? Will you at least schedule a time when the public can ask you questions, like what the Thornton trustees have been doing every month? My first 3 questions are: 1, last year we demanded a 3-year forensic audit of every township department. Although the board approved this 8 months ago, there has been no RFP. Number 2, why haven't the trustees mentioned anything about the process to prepare this year's budgets, which I believe should be up for vote this week? Lack of budget and no audited financial records for the previous board's reasons for not authorizing activities that are like some of those up for vote on today's agenda. 3, in the March 2024 election, we voted for the establishment of a second township-funded food pantry, but no one ever followed up. There are already exist several well-managed food pantries in Thornton Township. Might it be more efficient to evaluate those we have already and then subsidize an existing one instead of starting from nothing with a new food pantry managed by political appointees? I look forward to your responses. Thanks.
Next up, Mr. Burke.
It's Mrs. Burke.
Sorry, Mrs. Burke.
Good evening to all my Thornton Township neighbors. Good evening. My name is Renew Burke, and I am a resident of Thornton Township now for close to 40 years. Originally, I lived for 8 years in Dalton before moving to South Holland, where I currently reside. I basically put my name down to speak today because I have been such a long-standing person in this community, and for the last 3 years, I was almost unable to attend a board meeting just based on how it affected my health. I am looking forward to working with a new board. I'm looking forward to having all the things that have gone on for the last 3 years continue to be in the rearview mirror for Thornton Township. I don't have a list of things. I have things in my head, and you'll see me at future meetings, and I look forward to that.
Ramona Adair.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Board. I just want to congratulate all of you for representing us. And it's, I know it's been a long, hard fight, but we're over that. And what I want to say, I was not able to attend a lot of the township meetings due to my health. But I'm looking forward to great and mighty things from all of you. And I know that it has been a struggle, but you're in a new struggle now, so I'm looking forward to you all, and looking forward to attending all the township meetings. I'm a Harvey resident. I've been there for about 10 years, so I'm still learning things. I'm still learning new things about township and also about our meetings and Harvey. But I'm willing to learn, and I have questions, but I don't have them now. So, but you will see my face in some of these meetings. I started coming early, which was around May, due to my health. But I watched everything on YouTube, so I'm able to view a lot of things. And I just want to say I'm proud of you all. And I think God we got somebody that is going to listen to us, because we need somebody to hear us as well. Thank you.
Wendy Kelly Coleman. Hi, I wasn't planning to speak today, but as you all know,
She's excellent.
Like to stay
I've never seen.
involved in what's going on in the township. I heard people mention years. I moved away, so I heard talking like Kilmer Junior High and Thornwood, and all my kids were there, and they're now grown. I mean, when you first opened up the Vegas piece and showed, you probably don't remember, but you showed me around the place. You're very proud of it. Congratulations to you all. Of course, I've been poking around already, and I noticed some things that still need to be done on your website. I still see some references to tenure out there, and so I'm eager to see that gone and to see information totally about the new administration up there. But I have total confidence that we've got the right people in place now to make this township what it should have been and stop the madness. So I'll be at the meetings. I promised Mary, she's my friend, that I would be showing up. I stopped showing up a while ago due to the disrespect. I said I'm not going to waste my time anymore. But I'm back now that we've got a good administration in, and I'm very, very optimistic about the future of the township. Thank you. Mr. Van Lee.
Did anyone else notice how everyone was smiling that day today? You have no idea. We have no idea how good that feels. But there are a couple of things that I want to wonder about. That forensic audit that was mentioned by Mr. Roberts. Is it possible to get updates on that monthly, at least on the website, if not here at the meetings? Because that, to me, is one of the main things that we need to do to move forward. We can't do anything unless we know how we stand for that financially and have it confirmed. Secondly, the city having an election pretty soon. There were several candidates out there that are asking for our votes. I'm thinking, since we're only gonna do one meeting a month for the next, June, July, and August, I'm thinking that possibly, since they want our vote, come here and tell us what the hell you want to do for us. A lot of them did not show up doing all our turmoil over the last several years. And I saw a whole bunch of them putting them out the chicken at the inauguration. Enough of that. Okay? You want to vote, show up and show out. Show us what you're going to do, and let us know he's not going to disappear when the cameras disappear. And I have a question about one item on the ordinance. I'm sorry. Ordinance 24-007, item B. I don't quite understand. Understand that has been rescinded and it's going to be reversed. They got it wrong. I don't know, but I, you get a chance to explain it. I can't be the only one that doesn't know what that is. I have no clue what that is. And it was really nice to see the unity between Thornton Township and some of our newly elected officials at the parade on Memorial Day. We need more of that. We ought to together some joint ventures, not just with Dalton, but whoever gets elected and what happened. People get out there and meet people together, and that can only help our community. So that was really nice to see, all those smiling faces, Thornton Township and Dalton, and nobody was fighting, nobody was arguing, nobody was smiling, nobody was happy. We're not going to always be there, we can hold hands. And this is from another thing asked me to ask you all. That west side door that stairs go around to the front of the inn. Some folks park on that side. Is it possible to get that landed open? For some people that have access, that have better access to get in and out of the building. That's something that might be helpful on the end going forward. I don't waste any more of your time, but just an item that off the top of my head. Thank you.
Dr. Nicole Scott.
Good evening, everyone. I really don't have anything to say, but just thank you. And I just wanted to congratulate everyone on being in the seat that you're in. I am a resident of South Harlem, but I am also a business owner, and it is in Dalton. It's not a secret. These last 2 years have been very challenging, but I am glad that we can finally turn the page, and I am looking forward to working with this new administration to really do some great things in the Southland. For those who know me, and I am saying the same thing to you all, see my heart. It is definitely for the community, and so I'm just looking forward to working with you all. Thank you.
Angela Russell. Good evening, everyone. My name is Angela Russell. I am a newer member of Thornton Township. I've been involved in the homeowner since 2021 of December. I come to you to provide information. So one of the things that I heard people say a lot of is how much more relaxed these meetings are. I am a mental health professional, and we recently established a partnership with Dalton to be a part of their mental health hub with an agency down with named Envision Unlimited. And I'm hoping we can extend those services throughout Thornton Township. We recently had a lunch and learn at Calumet City Library. We're planning a Dalton event for this Thursday evening to introduce some of the services that Envision Unlimited has that we will bring it directly to Dalton. We want to make sure everything is accessible. So hopefully in the future, we'll be able to make those partnerships with more communities in the Southland. We're also a part of the Southland Ministry of Health Alliance Network, and we'll be working with the ministers to help bridge the gap between faith and mental health. And we already have the trainings scheduled for our ministerial and clergy leaders.
So I did bring some information for this board to have that we already provided to the Alderman board. I want to make sure that you have the information that we're giving to everyone so that we can collaborate and form a partnership to bring mental health services to Thornton Township. I understand that's something that you had before, and you're working to kind of revive those things. Hopefully, Vision Unlimited can be one of the partners. Everything that we provide is free. We have a state grant, and we provide mental health education, not just to clergy, but to community members in ways that you can understand and relate. On our team, we have a pastor who is also a psychotherapist. We have myself, a mental health specialist with 25 years experience in mental health, not just with adults, but also working with children and people of different intellectual abilities. We also have 2 community certified recovery support specialists. These are people who have lived experience with mental health and mental illness, who are now trained to provide supportive services. So oftentimes when you see a therapist or a psychiatrist, you don't think that they can relate. Well, on our team, we all have lived experience with some type of mental illness or mental health challenges. We want to normalize the conversation and reduce that stigma so that we all can heal in our own ways. And we also help people to understand how to have conversations with people to talk about mental health or mental illness and just provide support. Lastly, we don't just have those conversations. I'm referring you to resources to help you get the support that you need. And again, everything is free. So I have the information to you. Thank you.
First order of business is the approval of minutes. To approve the minutes of the special board meeting for May 19, 2025. I make a motion to approve the minutes of the special board meeting for May 19, 2025. Motion was made by trustee Byron, seconded by trustee Levine. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Stanley?
Yes.
Trustee Levine? Yes. Supervisor Harris?
Yes. The motion passes. The next is the approval of bills. A, general fund. I move that we approve the general fund bill excluding items 27 to 30. Second. Clerk, take roll.
Trustee Stanley?
Yes.
Trustee Levine? Yes. Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Supervisor Harris?
Yes. Motion passes. Next, the approval of bills from the general assistance fund, item 7B, and also the road bridge fund, item 7C. Second. Second by trustee Gonzalez. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Levine? Yes. Trustee Stanley?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Supervisor Harris?
Yes. So items B and C, item 7B and C passes.
They didn't take anything out.
Business.
Hmm.
Approval of resolutions, proclamations, and ordinances. Section 9A, approval of ordinance number 25-003, establishing the board for government meeting for township board, Cook County, Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois. Is there a second?
Second.
Move to establish the ordinance 25-003, second by trustee Levine. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
No discussion.
Trustee Stanley?
Yes.
Trustee Levine?
What is it? Did they give the numbers for all this? No,
Motion carries.
and they didn't tell us what the rules are for us.
Next, item 9B, session ordinance number 24.
No, that's not right. What is that?
Second, seconded by trustee Gonzalez. Please take the roll.
Trustee Stanley?
Yes.
Trustee Levine? Yes. Trustee
carries. Next, we move right on to new business. Item section 10 of new business, item A, the approval of the summer enrichment program. Need a motion to approve the summer enrichment program. Get a second? Second. Second, by trustee Stanley. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Lot,
Yes.
trustee Stanley,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
Supervisor Hill.
Yes. The motion carries. Next is the approval of township officials of Illinois for the newly elected official training and further workshop. Is there a second? Second. Second by trustee Gonzalez. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Stanley,
Yes.
trustee Lot, Supervisor Hill.
Yes. The motion carries. Next, the approval of upcoming events, item C on section 10. Items 1, 2, and 3. One is, item 1 is bingo, May 29th, 2025, 4 to 6. Father's Day event, June 10th event on Saturday, June 14th, 2025. And everybody's birthday that provides opportunity for the senior services program, Monday, June 30th, 2025. Is there a motion to pass all three of the upcoming events approved by the board? Is there a second? I'll make a motion to. It's a pleasant surprise. I would put it to
What's that called?
No closed session or no? Well, They have a lot to answer for. That was not an open meeting. I don't consider that a very proper meeting.
They should have told us what they were voting on. I wonder what rules they adopted for us.
Right? That's why I didn't endorse any of these people, even though some of them are nice people. But this is just business as usual, just different names. No explanation. One of the commenters here said that they said, wow, Tiffany or not, they just did
It's another
$20,000.
board.
They just did $20,000 worth of our money they approved spending.
And Stephanie and Carmen would have objected to those until they knew what the financial position of the company was. Exactly what Dan Lee and I said.
Right. Nothing should be done before the audit. You're right. I agree.
At least supervisor picked up on that.
Right. So that'll be interesting.
Two of us to say it.
I'll be very interested to return, and I will. I'll public comment at some point. Well, folks, what do you think? Is that the transparency you want? Is that what you voted for? I don't hear very well. Oh, you said, sorry, guys. You said you're not hearing very well? Oh, you did great. Yeah. No, don't be afraid to share your mind. Remember, this is everyone's government. Wow. That was we hear you well, it's them we did not hear well. Oh, okay. Yeah, I noticed even with even using the mic, Napoleon just wasn't speaking up. It was even hard for me to hear him. So they did not they steamrolled through everything. They just approved paying $20,000 without. We still have not seen an audit from what money is where. So in my mind, this is not really progress. It's quieter, but it's still not transparent. And there was no discussion. And we didn't. I don't even know what those ordinances are that they voted on. Well, no, not the specific ordinances are. They would have had to share them with us online or something. They could have, but they didn't. Let's see, what are these guys saying?
And I did, when I looked up, Mayor Clark was in violation.
Oh, I believe that.
And the reason why I say that is because I went down here and read it, the ordinance that you cannot kick out of elected officials that have a vote among the others.
Oh, yeah. Although at the one meeting, they did vote to, I think the last one, they did vote to censor her. But I don't think they voted to put her out. Right.
You can't just drag on like still.
Well, tell people to come out June 2nd. Very good. Yay. Oh, that's great. What did you guys say? Wait, Paul with the Lansing. Journal, go over there, please. Oh, they want me to go over there. Bull. Hmm. So what did you guys think? Was this the transparency that you were hoping for?
Are we on?
You're live.
I don't
Any?
care to comment.
Any comment?
I just told them I was hoping that after 50 years of democracy, after all of our demands for accountability, responsiveness, and transparency.
Okay.
I didn't see much of that tonight. We just read the agenda, voted unanimously, and didn't even ask for any discussion.
Right. I would also like to know the text of the ordinances that they
Yeah.
voted on, because I don't even know what they were.
The good news is Stephanie is an administrative assistant,
Okay.
and you can email her.
Okay.
And she'll send back ordinances.
So hopefully maybe she'll help. I would like to see them release it ahead of time.
Oh, yeah, it would have been easy for them to print it out
Right.
on the agenda if they just did it on.
And many towns, many boards post them online,
Right.
you know, so they very oh. I agree. Yeah, Stephanie, they did hire Stephanie as the administrative assistant. But otherwise, like I said, we weren't really told anything as far as what was being voted in for what. Okay, Napoleon's gone. Oh, there's Nate. Nate is here. There's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Hi. Everybody say hi to Lisa. Yay. June 2nd.
Oh,
So
it's the
come
second?
on out.
I am. I told her because I saw her at the market. I told her I couldn't make the May 12th, was it? I was out of town, but I said I would come.
Yeah.
Let's take on my mic.
Well, what did you think of the meeting?
What do you think? I thought it was awesome. I thought that it was smooth. It seemed functional. I mean, it was quick, but they're still in the process of kind of undoing and they're redoing. So
Yeah.
I think the subsequent meetings are going to have more substance to it.
Right.
To them. So, but I'm excited. I'm on the train. Yeah. What did you think? What did you think about the meeting, Ryan?
Well, I wanted more information, so
Sometimes people can't hear.
Oh yeah. I still don't understand what they voted on. So I was a little concerned that they went so fast. Yeah, but I don't know what that means. It didn't actually say what the ordinances meant. Like, why did they rescind? Wasn't the thing that they voted to rescind, that was to prevent people from using our tax money to like promote themselves personally? So I'm confused because I'm like, well, wait, if it wasn't good for Tiffany, but now they can do it. So see, they should explain that at the very least, because they didn't explain that. And then the other thing, I don't know. See? Yes.
Like in what way?
Yeah. You know what they should do is publish all of the ordinances and resolutions online before the meeting so we can all look at them. And before they spend any more money, they need to do that audit like Paul and Dan said.
Okay.
They didn't do that. They didn't do that audit.
These guys, we got a crawl before we walk, but we gonna make it. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, do you, Miss Mary, can you give us an ETA? Several people have asked about the audit of when the forensic audit will be done.
We have no idea because the old administration did absolutely nothing with it. We've only been here 1 week. This is our first meeting, and as soon as we look over everything, we've got to decide which department. Because what people don't realize, the forensic audit doesn't just mean we're getting audit in the whole township. You're looking at $500 to $1 million. So we've got to decide where to start.
Okay.
But it is going to be done. We need it. So this time,
And then what you explained to us about what was the personal rescission of the ordinance of,
that means we cannot use township funds and promotions. So if I'm running for something else personally, you know,
This
Tiffany
one.
had her name on everything.
yeah, I was
We
confused.
can't do that.
Oh,
Stop that.
see, I was confused. I thought rescinding it was saying that you guys could use.
The ordinance was that she was doing it, we're stopping that.
Oh, okay.
She put in the ordinance to do it. We're not going to do it. It can't be done.
Most people thought you were repealing images.
No,
That's
we cannot do that.
perfect segue to my next question. Can you guys put all the ordinances on the website?
I'm sure they, we haven't gotten on the website yet.
Oh.
IT is still working on it. You know, something happened and the website went down
Oh,
under her
okay.
administration. We gotta get her name on the website, so they're working with IT. It's taking a little bit longer. It's
Right.
only been 1 week. Work
Right.
with us.
Yeah, do you see that one?
But we're gonna come up with an ordinance with the time, with the dates we made. Remember time a little bit, time-wise, maybe, you don't know. I don't know. So we'll talk about it. We will. I'm not gonna stand here and say something wrong. No.
Okay, because I was definitely wondering that. Oh, right.
Never, never, no.
And of course, seeing the amounts of everything that was approved would be good too.
Those things were there already. So citizens were expecting those things. Those things are already in place.
Okay.
So we had to decide whether or not, if we were given the dollar amounts and everything.
You know we want to see that. We want to see all the info. Well, thank you. At least you're talking. That's good.
Oh, I knew you'd be here. No, I thought I had an ally sitting up there.
Yeah.
Everything that this.
I was hoping Mr. Harris would stick around too for comment. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe we misunderstood that one. Any other questions you guys want me to ask or anything? Let me know. This is good though. I wish the line would have stuck around.
We have a list, but I'm not, if you're ready to discuss them, I think
Thank you guys. Thanks, Miss Mary. I thought it was one of. Was this yours? Yeah. Sorry, we were borrowing your agenda.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome to it. I can always. Good to see you. Good to see you too.
You're heading out. Okay. Well, are we gonna see you on the 2nd when we have our meeting?
I have not, haven't made the schedule yet, but
Oh, okay.
potentially, yes.
Okay.
Were you at the library board meeting?
Hi. Hey, good to see you. Which the last Hardy one?
Special meeting? The last, I think you were posting about it on Facebook.
The Hardy?
library.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh. No, you know, I covered the Tuesday one, but I didn't cover the Thursday
Yeah,
one.
so the Thursday one I wasn't able to make either.
I want to know how that one went because I was covering the animal. Yeah. Police are going to think next time they have to. Wait, they harass you around. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you want to say hi on the live? Here's one of the reporters for the Harvey World Herald, guys. Ah. I asked them if they had any questions. Yeah, do you guys have any others? Burgundy, but thank you so much. Asking the right questions for the township. All right, see you. Bye-bye. Yeah, and you know, Paul really helped with that too. Paul had some excellent questions. So, I mean, I think if everything Mary was saying was true, I think, you know, it sounds like they're going in the right direction. But it's just, you know, I guess we're gonna see if they're going to truly be as transparent as they were depicting, or you know, as she's saying. So we shall see, right? We shall see. See, Miss Mary, you heard her. She said they've only been in for a week. Give them some time. So there's Miss Dan. Oh, there's Nate. Nate, you came out. All right, all right. Here, tell everybody, what have you been up to since the election?
Been working a regular job.
Okay.
Bills.
Okay.
Living the American dream. You know.
Okay.
I got a new hat now.
Oh, okay.
Throw a couple snakes on.
Yeah. You're enjoying the nice weather and everything.
I'm trying to vacate while I'm home. Just staying out of the mess. You know what I'm saying?
While you're home? Wait, why? Did you move?
No, I'm still in I'm still in South.
Oh, you mean like have a vacation at home?
Yeah.
Like a staycation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mentally, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
of course, you gotta kind
I just wanted to make sure.
of maneuver things.
Yeah, did you guys have... I mean, really, we asked Miss Mary those questions. She kind of clarified, I guess. She basically like, hey, go for a week. Give us some time. Because Paul and I both had the concerns about just, we're like, well, what is this rescission thing? What are all these ordinances? Like, what did they mean? And so I requested that they put things online before. So we'll see if they do. That would be nice. Before the meeting. If I get all the public boards to do it before, I'm like, guys, thank you if you put it on at all, but it really doesn't help if it's not before, because then we can't debate. We don't, you know what I mean? So, right. So to me, even if they don't intend it, it looks like they're hiding. So they're like, oh yeah, we'll put them up, you know, after we vote them up. Yeah, we'll put them up.
We're getting them all together right now.
Right. It's like after the vote, oh well, we voted on it already. Because then, like the problem we have in Harvey a lot is that if you want to put stuff on the agenda, let's say you found out after the fact what an ordinance was, and then you got enough people to read it and pay attention and say, hey, we don't like that. We want you to re-vote on it. If you can even do that, which the boards know that's very, very rare that that happens, it can't get on the agenda unless certain people approve. Like in Harvey, usually it's the mayor. He's the gatekeeper for the agenda, you know. So that is why a lot of the boards I've noticed why they do not. Well, I shouldn't say the good boards, the better boards do, but the ones that are usually trying to hide that, they will never show you what's voted on until after, because they know what are the odds of people actually getting it back on the agenda. They're like, no. Once we voted in, they're not going to be able to do that. So That's to me, those are the things that are, oh, Nate, someone said Nate, yeah. Those are things that are nonpartisan, transparent, have nothing to do with who's in office.
And you know, I covered that. Town information.
No, it's like, it's actually. She works for just the. I'm trying to get out of the next month.
You see it.
Yes, yes. Right, right. I don't like that. I don't like playing catch up. Because to me, then that feels like they're hiding things for sure. Right. A few of the viewers were no comment. They were sad. I'm like, oh, I'm sure. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure that they'll put stuff out. They specifically asked me to talk to you, so I was like, oh, you guys are like celebrities with all this township stuff.
I try to measure my
Well, no, I understand. I enjoy the cute little videos you guys put together. Those are really cute. Like the video summary. You should do one tonight. Well, my suggestion. Do one tonight in front of me. Right purple sign for the Fulton Harris parking spot.
We did that 2 weeks ago.
I was like, oh.
We did that 2 weeks ago.
This is the stuff that I said. Why don't we just not put people's names on things and just save money? Now we don't have to worry about who's in office.
They have to be replaced in 3 years.
I mean, they could have still have a spot, but just put supervisor. Just put, because now they're going to be changing the name of on the food pantry, which is like right by my house.
Oh,
So see now everything on the food pantry has to be changed too.
and I live right by the cemetery, and that has to be changed as well. Those signs.
Yeah, I just to me that's the kind of stuff that I think is nonpartisan that everybody should be on board with. But, it is what it is. So well, my summary is just we're gonna see what they'll do in the coming weeks. When's the next meeting? Not until next month.
Yeah, next month, and I think they only have one in June.
Yeah, one for each month. I saw that.
In summer.
Yeah, thank you guys for posting it because that's what today. That's why last today. I think Burgundy wanted to come cover it, but she wasn't. She else was over.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens, right? Okay, bye, ladies. Mr. Dan Lee, thank you for commenting today.
Well, thank you for.
Are you excited like me? I am so excited for this audit. I cannot wait to see it.
First, you gotta get somebody to do it. Yeah, initiate it. Yeah, I wanna see
Mm-hmm.
the results of 8 months of audit searching.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And if it hasn't been any, I want it to start. And I ain't gonna let it.
And I asked Mary. Now Mary said, "Give us a week. We've only been in a week. Give us some time." But I'm glad you mentioned it and Paul mentioned it, and I hope people keep coming back to that because we need to see where the money's going.
We can't do nothing. We can't do anything with credibility until we know where our money is.
Right.
I mean, you can do stuff, but you can't flip a coin and stuff. Let's do it right. Right.
And they just voted without us seeing an audit. They voted what 20,000 more in spending today.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Which I'm not thinking, but everybody was up in arms. So now, so if you said Tiffany, you shouldn't do it that way either. We should do it the right way.
You know what they're going to fall back on? You have the allowance rights in front of you. You can hold our feet to the fire there. That's what the difference is. I noticed that right off.
I hope so.
You can only spend 5,000 for this as opposed to 5,000.
Oh, yeah.
We've done $6,886 to the penny for this. Maybe a birthday thing, which I'm not.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure you kind of got that.
I was 6,000 for the other.
That's why it was such a strong, like a number like 6.8, 6.68.
I'm like, I looked at that. I said, okay, you all being very precise.
Yeah.
I want to see the receipts.
Right.
It's time? Okay, we're gonna head out. Okay. All right, guys. So, yeah, were you guys surprised to see me or what? I'm surprised to see. Good evening. Have a good night. And it was interesting. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think, but I mean, I would say, where did I even park? Oh, other side. I wanted to see more transparency, but like Mary said, okay, give us some time. So we'll see. See you guys. Hello and goodbye. Okay. Oh, that's a beautiful old church right there. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Love it. I think you did a great job, Brian. Great job. Oh, thank you, Conscious. Thank you. By the way, just for reference, I believe the gentleman talking to the trustee there is Al, Al works for Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle. So he's the gentleman in the hat. And then that's Trustee Gonzalez. And then the other trustee, I'm blanking on his name, but he's with his back to us. Just so you guys know. So the county is paying attention. The county is paying attention. Oh, and then we're gonna go by. Conscious says, "Oh yeah." Mm-hmm. So it's like he will often go out, I guess. I don't know if he's like Tony Preckwinkle's envoy or what, but I'm going to show you guys the purple space for. This is so ridiculous. Like, why do any politicians do this? Okay, now the first big sign that's green, like that's fine. See, it's his chief of staff. So, hi, hello. So the first sign I have no problem with. Okay, we got a Mercedes here. Chief of staff. Okay. This one. Why do we have to put names on everything, people? Why? Why? Just have it say supervisor. Why does the name have to be on there? That drives me nuts. This is fine. Chief of staff. All right. I mean, if we're even going to give them reserved parking. So it's just, ugh. If we were trying to have some bold reforms, yes, okay. Mary says give him some time, but I'm not seeing the bold reforms I would have liked to have seen. Oh, that's right. South Holland is doing something with their fire station. That's with the construction. That's the construction right here. Who is chief of staff right now? That is actually a good question. I don't know. So, and then someone had made the comment, I think Dan Lee, to open the side door because it is weird. Like they make you enter through one door. I swear in these things they make us, the residents, feel like criminals. Okay, sorry guys. I'm gonna just flip my camera around. Okay, you guys can hear me now. Thank you so much. Oh, I was just asking. I saw you guys said Nate didn't have much to say. Yeah, what did you think about that? Did y'all think about that? We should definitely do a show about this later, though. There's a lot to unpack. Can you guys hear me now? Hey, Wendy. I have questions. Yes, yes. Okay, good. You guys can hear me. Nate not rocking the what? The boat. That's I was wondering. Wait, what did you say, Burgundy? Stephanie was at one of Nate's hearings. I covered it. Oh, okay. Well, and I'm not throwing Nate under the bus or anybody under the bus, but you do have to keep in mind anytime you have a new administration, jobs. People want jobs, right? That's one of the big things that people will promise when they're elected, and that's a way that a lot of these folks stay in power. So, maybe Nate's hoping for a job. Maybe, who knows who's hoping for a job? I'm not hoping for a job. They're not going to hire me because I'm going to be too honest, and I'm not going to just do whatever they say. Oh, Stephanie was at everyone's one of Nate's hearings. Oh, Burgundy. Oh, you think that you think Nate should have spoken like at the mic? Is that what you're saying? Or what did you mean? Oh, when he didn't have much to say to me, yeah. True. Although I know, when I'm recording, obviously people are going to be a lot more cautious in what they say, right? Which I don't blame them. But at the same time, I didn't want to stop recording because I wanted to see what people had to say. You never know what someone will say on the record. But benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think necessarily Nate's, I don't think he's a bad guy. It's just, even the best people oftentimes, we all got to survive. So I understand people want the jobs, the government jobs. Like, I get that. But my worry is that, like, do we have people, like, are you constantly selling yourself out for government jobs? Because a lot of us have to find other income that is not government jobs. So, man, I would never want to depend on these politicians for my livelihood. Okay, what'd you say, Burgundy? They weren't cautious when Tiffany was in office. Oh, right. But one thing on the record. Mary comment about the rescinding. This is unreal. I like Nate. He was just so quiet. Also, I want to see the wording. What did you guys think about the explanations for the ordinances? Like, I know what Miss Mary was saying, and that I'll give them time. They've only been in for a week, but in my view, honestly, if you have not released the ordinances and resolutions to be voted on to the public in advance of the meeting, you know, and in advance, I'm not saying like 5 minutes before, like at least give people a few days. In my view, just as a basic democratic principle, you shouldn't have the meeting, or at least you should not be voting. You can discuss, but you shouldn't be voting on those things. Because how are you voting on things that the public doesn't even have knowledge of? Nate is cool. It just was different. Thanks for covering this. Yes. Well, we could all do a an analysis later. Then the vote could have waited. Exactly. Thank you, Cynthia. We should have the view of the previous. Or oh, that's true. Yeah, we have to dig it up somewhere. That's true. There is no explanation. No explanation for undoing an ordinance that they come. Yeah, see, that was my understanding too as well. That's why I asked Mary about it. Now, Mary says that what they voted to not pay, use tax money to pay to promote themselves personally. That's what Mary said. I don't know. So maybe that's true. Maybe, but like I said, you know, we should be able to see the ordinances and ahead of time. I should not have to ask anyone. Supposed to give something. Oh yeah, 40-hour notice for the meeting, right? Yeah. I know. Yes, I cannot. I should not have my eyes. I can't have my eyes glued on the screen. Plus, now I'm entering Harvey, so you know they're ticket happy here. They want to get all the cash from you they can. I showed Burgundy earlier, you guys. I want to talk about it in a live. But I'm getting piles of tickets for doing nothing wrong for one of my properties in Harvey just because I speak up against corruption. Has anybody else ever been through that? That's crazy. But yeah, maybe we should do a show tonight. I know Concha says she wants to do a show. Maybe Burgundy would too. I was thinking about it, but just to kind of maybe not just talking about the township. I wanted to talk about a few Harvey things too, but I would like to grade that meeting, you know, and evaluate it based on how they all would evaluate Tiffany, and use those same criteria and then evaluate that meeting. But yeah, the ticket situation in Harvey's out of control, you guys. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And then I don't know if you guys saw my live, but last week I was there. Oh yes, nice, Conscious. Okay, you're going live at Conscious is going live at 8 Central. Yes. Live would be very nice. Yes. I went to traffic court. I just saw a traffic court. I was there for something else, but there were hundreds of people there for Harvey traffic court. We don't even have enough cops on duty at any time, in my opinion, to give enough tickets. Like there were so many people. Like the mayor's just ticketing people left and right. I you know, from what I'm told from insiders, Mayor Clark he's hard up for cash and he'll do anything to get money out of people. It's crazy. So of course, this is why he doesn't like me, right? Because, oh wait, what did you say? Awful in the shape of the building. Right. And then I get piles of tickets for my apartment building that we fixed up, okay? a few years ago. It's like from 1913, beautiful historic building. It probably would have had to have been demolished, okay? But we fixed it up. People live in it now. It's a lovely rental home. And they want to ticket me, like that building's taken care of. City Hall looks like garbage. You know, it's like, how are you going to ticket people? You can't, not to mention the hundreds of properties in Harvey that sit dilapidated. But then today I was calling a lady who she does advocacy. She does like political stuff for realtors involving these different towns. And she's like, "Oh, Ryan, don't worry. It's not just Dalton. It's not just Harvey." She said, "There's so many of these towns in the South End. They're all doing the same thing. They give tons of tickets for stuff that they shouldn't be. If you want to make even small improvements to your property, you have to get permits. The permits are expensive. Then you have to get inspections. You have to pay for those related to the permits. And the fines just for small things. Like I remember people complaining in Markham about they left their garbage can out like one day after garbage day, and they'll get like a huge fine. So that's where don't you think it's not about safety and keeping the community looking nice at that point? To me, that has to be about money. It has to be about getting money. And when you say live, yeah, right? No, it's crazy the stuff that they get away with. So that's why when I did my live last week, I was trying to tell everybody at the traffic court, I said, look, you have to know your rights. I'm not a lawyer, but no, you do not have to pay this charge, especially if you feel like you didn't do anything wrong. You can go to Markham Courthouse and try to appeal it there. You can hire a lawyer. You have all these options, but don't let them frustrate you into just paying the ticket, because that, unfortunately, for most people, that's what they end up doing. And that's why in a lot of these towns, they keep giving people tickets because they know people aren't going to fight it. So if we can all coordinate our efforts and agree like to protest these horrible abusive fines and things, like, maybe we'll be able to stop all these abuses. But if everybody just gives in and just pays, it's not going to cut it. But yeah, so Concha says she's going to go live in about half an hour. Conscious, if nothing else, I should come on just to thank everyone again who donated for the body camera, because I have been wearing it. Actually, oops, I forgot to wear it to the township. Or I didn't forget to wear it. It's because I had a work appointment and then I came here. Although honestly, I don't worry as much at the township. It's more so when I do Harvey stuff that I've worn the camera. Oh, let's see. Wait, what did you guys say now? People show up for their ticket. No police there if they contested the ticket. Oops. Okay. Sorry, hold on 1 second, guys. Just picking something up. I'll mute myself. Yeah, it was crazy. And then they were making, so there were people that just waiting in these long lines to even get into court. And then they had a police officer come out and say basically, "Oh, here, are you guys tired of waiting? And those sheets of paper. Here's a QR code. Just scan it, and you can just pay your fee, and you don't have to wait." Like it's lit. It's not about safety. It's about money. Money. Burgundy, how is it? How is it in Dalton with that? Are they scam people with the tickets and fines and stuff? Money changes everything. Okay, wait, I gotta stop and read. What did you guys say now? Need a QR code to protest. Right, right, exactly. Yeah. Why didn't you have a QR code to appeal? To say no, I didn't do anything wrong. Why did you ticket me? And Dalton, they're not helping you sit or stand. Oh, money changes everything. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Like I said, the lady I was speaking with she works with a lot of realtors to try to work with municipalities in the Southland to try to streamline a lot of these really, really harmful laws and rules and ordinances that they have, that really end up penalizing property owners, right? It makes it so expensive and so difficult to own and maintain property that the politicians will often say, well, why would you oppose this? We need these rules and these fines to keep the properties looking nice. But usually it chases people away from the community. So like people that normally maybe they would want to live in Dalton, Riverdale, Harvey, Matson, trying to think Country Club Hill, some of these towns that have just crazy fines and fees and rules, they get scared away because they're like, ooh, I don't have to deal with all that. Like if I want to just fix something on my house, like why do I have to get, 5 permits? Can't I just do it? Can't I just do it? You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna take you guys into Home Depot with me for 1 minute. I apologize. I hope the reception works. If it goes out, I do apologize. For some reason, sometimes the internet over here is a little spotty. But if nothing else, either I will go out live or I will hop on to Conscious's show or something. Hey.
Job name?
ASH, please. That's fine. Mm-hmm.
Oh. So
Yeah.
434 is the total amount due?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready. Leave it on there a little bit longer. There you go. Okay, I heard it that time.
Got it.
Okay, do it again.
One more
And then
time.
go to- yeah.
Okay, one more time, guys. Thank you, sir. I've had to because one of the Wendy's do it. Yeah, one of the the things that they marked me down for is they said in the back of it. But the funny thing is like they never enforce that. It's only because I speak out. But of course, I immediately went to buy numbers to put them on the back of the garage. But if you go over to the mayor's two homes that he owns, you like to go shopping, huh? Yeah, this is not shopping like I really want to do, but it's like has to be done. And another thing is that like I have to go to Home Depot in the neighboring town of Home are corrupt and Harvey looks run down that we don't like a lot of the businesses where you get things that you need, like we can't find in Harvey. So it's yeah. This is why we got to do better for our towns. I know Crook was in with us earlier too. I don't know if he followed the whole meeting or what or where he's at, but yeah, we had some good old 90s what I guess that was R&B going. But yeah, it's crazy. Like Homewood is basically right next door to Harvey, but they have almost all the shopping because of the corruption in Harvey. And people don't overall they don't want to deal with Harvey with the city. Oh, there's the casino. That is the new casino. And the hotel above it. Harvey probably could have had the casino. Not that I'm a huge fan of casinos as far as urban development goes, but look. So here's the nice. I'll show you how close everything is. Look, there's a nice casino in Homewood and East Hazelcrest. Then you go over the bridge. Sorry, over the bridge. And here's Harvey. Actually, you can kind of see the Sears Tower in the distance. You see it with the lights flashing. I don't know if it comes out on camera, but it's pretty cool. This is Halsted. But look, you come right over. Now there's South Allen. Okay, there's Super 8 and everything. You know, not fancy but decent. But look at Harvey. Look at how run down. It's like you can usually you can tell the corner that's her. Oh, and that's Metra's warehouse, which that's a whole other scam that wastes the public tax money. That should be a business. That's where the mayor bullied the person out of his business because he wants to put a cannabis dispensary there. Here are our only like name brand motels. Oh, doggies. Doggies. Wait, what did you guys say? I missed it. Uh-oh. Yeah, you can. It's really cool. What town's nearby? So this is Halstead. I'll take you guys for a little drive. This is South Halstead. So I was just at Homewood. Oh, Harvey police just pulled some people over. Hopefully it's not another scam. Here's a cute little Latino grocery store. I like those little places. Homewood is next door. East Hazelcrest, South Holland. Thornton is close by. Dalton, Riverdale, Markham, Midlothian, Posen, Blue Island. Those are kind of some of the towns in the area. We need more people to run for city elections in 2027. We really, really need people. So if you know anybody in Harvey that you think is decent and honest, tell them we need people to run. Okay. What did you say? All right. It was a Wix. Yep. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Countess. Yeah, for the puppy. Yeah, my puppy. And you can. Yeah, you can see the buildings. Oh, thank God. Oh, that's right. This is the intersection where we found there was a Wix. You remember it was a Wix? Yes. No, we're not. We're really not far from the city at all. Nope. This intersection is where I helped one of the animal volunteers. I think it was in January. It was super cold. And because the city of Harvey did nothing while the cops were looking on from their car, but not doing anything, we trapped this dog so he could be taken to the shelter. He kept crossing the street, like at a busy intersection. We were afraid he was going to get run over and killed. But I mean, I was assisting. I really have to give Cindy most of the credit. She's the big animal volunteer. She does a great job. So now we're going west on 159th. That's one of the properties the mayor gave to his one of his campaign donors. So here's Park Avenue. Well, I guess I could have turned right and taken you guys through downtown, but I don't have to do the drive-through right now. What did you say? Oh, Wendy said you're not far from the city. Yeah, we really aren't. We're like 2 miles. Cynthia says, do you remember the clock on Halston? Was it a diner or something? Because I've heard people talk about it. I don't remember it myself, but I have heard people talk about it. So here's 159th. Again, you can see, look, empty plaza. I guess that one does have businesses at least, but look at all this land. Look, empty, 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 neglected. And then the city has the gall to ticket you for something small. This was a dry cleaner, but again, because the city neglected that area, they closed that location. This used to be a Walgreens up on the left. Now it's a dollar store. And that was my family's famous grocery store, Wasso's. Now, it still carries their name, but it's not really much now. I mean, they sold it. And there's the grocery store across the street. That is one of Mayor Clark's campaign donors. Surprise, surprise. This is Wood Street. So I ran for the school board, 152. This is one of their schools. They built that school brand new just recently, or they greatly expanded it. Just a few years after they demolished another school because the quote unquote the enrollment was too low. But then a few years later, when they got money, they decided to expand that one. That's the kind of government lack of transparency I hate. This is the Ingles Hospital, now owned by the University of Chicago. They wanted to have a hospital, the workers. Oh, that used to be a Jewel years ago. No, but Cynthia, I love that you know that old stuff. I love it. I love that you know that. Yeah, you said it was like a sandwich spot or something. Yeah, my mother would probably know, I'm sure. Yep, turn at Wausau to go to Ingles Hospital. This was Kerm. Supposedly one of the clinics bought this, which is a shame because this is a nice funeral, the last funeral home left in downtown Harvey. I don't know what they're going to do with that. This street right here, 154th, this is the street that the mayor had torn up. Could have allegedly stolen the historic bricks that were under the street. And redid this street was like one of the streets that did not need to be redone in Harvey, and this is the one that he got a grant to redo. Ridiculous. But yeah, that is our main east-west thoroughfare down there. You can kind of see the Bum's Castle, as some people call it, in the distance. And I'm down to 4 of you alls. Yeah. Well, Cynthia, I don't remember because of myself, but I was going to ask you, do you remember the Minuet Diner? Because for the Historical Society, we've been given some old, photos of like the Minuet Diner. That is super cute. So that's just a few blocks east of me on 154th. And that's adorable. It's just cute little, I'm sorry, it was adorable. Now the building's, empty, of course. But yeah. And then this hair supply store, they said they're closing. This used to be an A&P years ago, grocery. Then it was a plumbing supply store. And then it's been this hair place for years and years and years. And they said that they're closing. I believe it was just because of not getting like when the city, they just shut down the street for, God, it was at least 6 months, I want to say, or more. And the businesses, I mean, it was just really hard on them. Didn't offer any support or anything. You know, it's horrible. Oh, that's a big dog. 2 big dogs. Oh, Cynthia. Conscious is going live at 8. Did you eat? No, I didn't. Right? Isn't that horrible? I work and I get busy with stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't eat. Oh, okay. That's just the neighbor down the block. He's walking with the doggies. He must have got a new dog, but I don't remember the big dog. So we have Allie's and Harvey. It's old system, like in the city. We got Grizz and Allie's. It's really cool. Really cool. For all the problems, we have a lot of cool houses and buildings and history and people here. That's why we just got to get rid of these corrupt people. Because once we do, oh my God, we've got so much potential, you know? That's the crazy thing. Oh, wait, what did you say, Nan? I didn't know a lot about Harvey, but I remember Herzog's and the unemployment office downtown. Oh, okay. I don't remember those off the top of my head, but yeah, like I was little in the 80s, you know. And they were doing all this stuff. See all my tickets? These are just the recent ones from Harvey. Look at that. Waste of tax money because they're trying to steal our money. These horrible people. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we have, I guess, in about just a few minutes, Conscious is going to go live. And you guys can see the puppy. The big puppy. My little one passed away recently, which you may have seen. And see, look. I have a lovely little fenced-in backyard. It's just enough land. We have a lot of cute houses here. Mine is just a very simple 1920s bungalow. Nothing fancy, but affordable. It's historic. It's built well. And here's the big boy. Oh, here's the big baby. Say hi. Here's the big baby. See? There's the big baby. Well, he's excited because he wants his dinner. Yeah, hi. So that's my big boy. That's the big baby. I just lost my little one. But yeah, Cynthia, so I made sure that the pups got his food. Go eat something and join Conscious Life. I will. Okay, sounds good, you guys. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk soon.